Excited for this. We've been talking about both these players and their sort of fundamentals in the game. Obviously, Whodat playing slow, playing basic. Oh my goodness, that almost killed. Dacid going back to the Lucy. Makes me think that he might go Lucy against Shas if he makes it out of the losers final. You know, this basic sort of play from Whodat, not in a bad way at all. It seems like Dacid's just kind of getting through it, going fast enough, getting the grabs he needs so that it's kind of not really mattering. But a beautiful neutral strong, a lot of neutral strongs, and this game is pretty even. Both players looking for the kill here, tries to go off stage, can't seem to get anything done. Gets hit by the camera coming all the way from the top. And that should be it. Yeah, okay. Lucy with a small lead here. Gets the bite coming out. Oh, and tries to reset his stance to get back to stage and gets punished for it. Getting those bite combos. Those are really sick. Resetting his stance. You know, and those bites are what change your stance, right? If you're playing Lucy, you have the two stances. You have the ghost mode, you have the vampire mode. And typically, you know, I think a lot of players would think, okay, well, I'll use the bite to get into the different mode, and then, you know, then we'll play around with that mode. Dacid using them as a combo tool, as a move in and of themselves to get some damage on, which is very interesting. April canceling her dash attack with the forward strong to confirm that kill. April's still really high, so Dacid can, you know, hopefully find a kill here to even things up. But all this percentage for April is going to start adding up, especially against such a light character. 22% is not a ton, but if he can find a little bit more, it's going to be really tough for Dacid to bring this back. And Whodat's just playing super patiently, super defensively. He knows he just needs a few stray hits here and there. He gets the jab, doesn't overcommit. He's just trying to add a percentage, and at 67%, this is looking really tough for Dacid. But gets a down tilt spike, and it's going to be tough here. But Whodat has to switch up his game plan here, try to get a kill. Can no longer just play defensively and try to rack up percent. But Lucy had a really scary percentage here. Oh, but gets the down air. Oh, and gets another down air! And Dacid gets it! Holy, wow. Dacid had to do something like that. He had to kind of cheese that away because he, as Lucy, was at a percentage where a neutral strong from April was going to kill, basically from anywhere. And he finds the down air off stage and is able to squeeze that win away. Really good stuff from both players. Dacid able to come out just slightly on top. Going to FD, I think is a good stage for both. But a great stage for Lucy, in my opinion, with a great horizontal movement. Going for the bites. She is a vampire after all. Oh, and gets the down air. A beautiful stock from Dacid. Whodat's going to have to switch things up if he is going to want to bring this back. Wow, that neutral weak beating the camera. Going into ghost mode, becoming invisible, it seems like Dacid has a commanding presence over this match, or at least this game. And I think FD is really helping with that. Giving him all the room he needs to sort of put pressure on April. Gets the down strong to beat, I believe, the neutral strong in the RPS. Finally gets the kill. But with a full stock lead, it's going to be tough for April to bring things back. Oh, and this is brutal. The bite has a ton of stun afterwards. And you kind of, after you get hit by it, you kind of go in a little bit of an arc. And you are not actionable until you're at the bottom of the arc. So you can get really, really messed up by that off stage. So switching up to Nigel. We have not seen Whodat's Nigel today. So this should be really, really interesting. Nigel, a very interesting character, has a really cool multi-hit nair, also has a Jigglypuff arrest. We'll see if it gets used. Definitely more of a scrappy matchup. April has a lot of the disjoints, a lot of big hitboxes, and like we were saying before, Whodat was playing very conservatively. This one, it seems like he's trying to go for a little bit more scrappy situations where he can rack on some percent, and it seems to be working. Went for the rest there, did not get it.
That's gotta hurt.
Gets the double jump scare. I think he could have lived that with an air dash, but doesn't do it in time. Jab, reset, grab. So, wow, that was a crazy combo. Yo, yo, yo. Game 3, Dacid v. Whodat. And Dacid is kind of bringing the fire here. It's got a pretty big lead.
Oh, Nigel's trying to keep it alive, but still has high percent. Linus back on the mic, by the way.
Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, we've seen Dacid kind of put in a lot of work with this this Lucy. We're playing on FD, which I think is very good for Lucy. I'm not sure what the stage counterpick thoughts were for Whodat. But Nigel kind of brings a scrappy energy, whereas before Whodat was playing April, going a little slower, a little more solid, you know, just basic fundamentals, and now we're kind of just getting a little bit, you know, more trades. They're at a lot more even percentage than they were before.
So one thing I remember Dacid telling me earlier is when playing Lucy that he likes to look for details a lot just because of how good that option is.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I'm seeing him use it too much like here. I don't know if that's just because of the Nigel matchup or he's looking for something else in particular. But
well, you know, Whodat's been fairly grounded when playing April, but I'm seeing his Nigel get in the air a lot more. And so down tilt's going to be a lot more effective, you know, in a more grounded battle. And so I think Dacid's kind of opting for the bite as his option, just because that is a, you know, a more aerial, you know, option. Big hitbox, a lot of knockback.
He is using that teleport very aggressively, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you are instantly actionable out of it and can close space very quickly. So it is definitely a useful tool. But Dacid going out there, I mean, yeah, Nigel has a tough recovery, and Whodat wins 3-0. We're going to see a grand finals. Dacid versus Chas.
The rematch, hot off of the winners finals.
Yeah. We saw in winners finals, Chas take a pretty commanding win in the first game. Again, it was a Aang versus Lucy. Yep. Dacid said, okay, I'll switch.
Yeah,
went to the Leonardo. He had seen a lot of great Leo play from Linus here. So he decided, let me see if I can follow in his footsteps.